Fire. Fire, fire, fire.
Uh-oh, they're canceled! Uh-oh, stinky doo-doo heads.
Hey, what's up guys, Ruff here. So in this video, we'll be going over another round of people on Twitter and Blue Sky whining about so-called problematic VTubers, including Kirsha.
Oh, problematic. I hate that word.
She's nuclear to these people. They have all sorts of headcanon about her. She's been deemed problematic, therefore they feel the freedom to say anything they want about her, but also anyone she even comes into contact with, including individuals like the VTuber Cha-Cha, who recently collaborated with her, and their communities seem to really enjoy the collaboration. But of course, people on social media are crashing out, trying to cancel both.
The people that don't watch either of them are the ones that make the biggest fuss for some godforsaken reason.
Both of them for this collaboration, even trying to virtue signal in replies of unrelated tweets, you know, the usual stuff. Because everyone on this scenario here has a round of Kirsha derangement syndrome. They not only want to say
name is like Voldemort.
Things about her and see about her every day, but they also want to see about anyone she collaborates with or they think aligns with her as a result of simply interacting with her. But of course,
don't you know that if you interact with someone or anybody in any collab, you have to agree with every single thing that they do or say? Yeah, I didn't know that.
All these slanderous claims about Kirsha are something we see on the regular. You have this individual literally tagging her while calling her a white supremacist, and Kirsha would react to this tweet on stream and make fun of this individual and their unfounded claims, which is totally fair game, right? If you're tagging someone on social media, saying something slanderous about them, they have every right to farm you for content.
True.
But this individual doesn't agree, shaming Kirsha for going against a 59 follower person. Now,
I have some news for you. Having no followers doesn't shield you from... If you open your mouth on Twitter, you've entered the open arena. You are now an active combatant, an active fighter, and I will shit on you. Everybody should. I will shit on you. I will mock you. And I'll make sure I think you are, whether you have like 1 million followers or 0 followers. It doesn't matter. Like, if you don't want to be criticized, then don't enter the Thunderdome. It's simple as. Don't put your paws up. Like, keep your opinion to yourself. Like, or subjugate. Like, for me, it's like, why are you subjugating your opinion to others if you're not gonna fucking, like, if you're gonna not like people responding to it? That's the internet. Like, your feelings don't fucking matter.
I don't really agree with this logic because, well,
fuck
I think
around,
anyone
find out,
is fair game. Don't discriminate when it comes to posts on social media. I don't care if you have 1 follower or 1 million. If you're going to attack someone and directly tag them, they have every right to respond.
True.
In fact, you're getting literally what you're asking for when you're tagging them directly. Now, Kirsha would have some fun with this, saying
monetize your haters. I unironically live by this mantra. Like, do you guys notice that I very rarely get into like full-blown arguments on Twitter? Like, I almost never decide to throw hands on Twitter. And do you know why that is? Because I would rather talk about it on stream and make a video about it and then talk about it that way. Like, why would I waste my time retard on Twitter who's literally not even attempting to have an honest conversation, who's intentionally misunderstanding and misconstruing things, who's completely mentally ill? Like, why would I do that when I can mock you on stream, turn it into a video, and make money off of how stupid you look? I think there is no bigger victory than like monetizing the stupidity of someone who hates you. Kirsha is 100% correct. It doesn't matter how big or small they are. If your haters decide to like pipe up on a public platform It's not like a private Discord or something. This is a public platform. They are now an acceptable target. And your energy is vastly better spent, like, monetizing opinions rather than trying to actively fight them. Like, it doesn't matter what Kirsche tries, right? Nothing she could ever say or do would ever change this fucking idiot's mind, right? And make them think that she's not a white supremacist racist chud. So instead, mock them for ad revenue. Like, it is the logically, and I'd honestly even argue, the morally correct thing to do.
Your haters, but the thread below just shows how disingenuous and ghoulish these individuals are. So the previous poster says, I don't even think that person or me really hates you. I don't know why you're freaking out when people are just describing why they believe you're a white supremacist. And
but then when you deny it, they'll be like, oh, well, but you do all these things, and then they shift the goalposts. It's such a disingenuous argument. Holy fuck.
She says,
I would not give the time of day. I would just farm him for content. That's what I did with that stupid idiot. God. Who asked?
Not that. And then that other user replies
Why
saying, okay,
with
that's
them?
your opinion. It's not like I really see you as less than me or anything, which is very interesting. But they add on to show just how empathetic and better they are by saying, I was awake for 3 days when Charlie Kirk was assassinated to wait for updates. Clearly, I don't want any harm to befall you or people I criticize. Your rhetoric is bad.
But you call her a white supremacist. But you don't want harm to befall on you? Good logic.
In my opinion, though, so whatever. Okay, well, here's the other poster who got called out after tagging Kirsche saying,
wait for it. Okay, I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it.
I don't wish harm on those I disagree with either. So this is very funny. They're both making it very clear they never wish harm on those they disagree with. And they add on, when the Charlie Kirk thing happened, I was scared that others would be targeted too. These two people are lying.
Our streamers, this is a Russian VTuber replying, and she says, our streamers often even practice rage bait to provoke anger from TikTok viewers, like starting hate towards the streamer, and they actually make good money from it. Nobody here can get canceled, so no one really takes the risk. Yeah, that's the big difference between Western culture and everywhere else, is that on Twitter, there's a lot of Westerners, and people try to get you canceled, and basically the way you don't get canceled is you ignore it. You just don't acknowledge it, or you just say, like, yeah, I'm not a Nazi, and then they're like, no, but you are, and you're like, nope, I'm not, and that's it. There's nothing more to it.
Through their teeth. So this person points out, no, you didn't. Here's some highlights of you.
What?
Not doing that, saying F Charlie Kirk.
So they just lied?
Saying
Look, if they provided the screenshots and they didn't say like, oh, I'm so empathetic, I loved Charlie Kirk, I would have been better look if they just showed these screenshots without the previous. Just straight up lying.
Because
at least you're honest. Right?
No one's left to debate after he was assassinated. And basically mocking the Charlie Kirk insanity among many other things, right?
Holy shit.
Kirsche says, lying again. Imagine my shock. Wow, much genuine conversation.
Wow, what a really honest and truthful person who isn't shifting the goalposts. Did they forget the post history can be searched? Well, these idiots don't think ahead. They're so terminally online, and this person likely makes like so many tweets that they just don't remember what they're saying. Like, I remember all the tweets I've ever said. I do, because I only make like 1 or 2 posts a day, maybe 3. Maybe I do a little replies here and there. I don't really like say anything.
Genuine conversation.
I know what I say on YouTube too.
Worse. Not only is that user lying about
probably
being distraught in regards to what happened to Charlie, but so is the user Ava. And you can see their post. Bro's last words were gang violence, then he proceeded to die to non-
It's so funny. People getting their head blown off.
gang violence crimes with visible contained laughter. Here's another one saying Charlie Kirk and his religion.
I stayed up 3 days when Charlie Kirk died. Me when I lie.
Would also like us
What
to
a
be
weirdo.
suffering for eternity. And this one really says it all. Charlie Kirk just got slimed.
Slimed is a Gen Z term for getting killed. Just for the record.
This was on the day of the assassination.
She stayed up 3 days laughing about it? Yeah, basically.
Days.
Yeah, 3 days to laugh
and
at it.
fearing what is happening and trying to get updates.
That's a super old term? Slimed? I don't think so. I think it came back like as a Gen Z term. Anyway, I'm getting whatever. Doesn't matter.
But this was their
Slimed.
gut reaction to what happened. These people are just incredibly disingenuous, but let's get back to the main topic here. You can see how hard these ghouls are trying to push for this narrative about Kirsha, and they also exact a sort of
This is so
purity
cool.
testing to anyone who comes into
pilot.
contact with Kirsha, including the VTuber Cha-Cha, who, as we saw earlier, recently collaborated with Kirsha. Now, this was the response from some users saying, hang out.
By the way, this exact thing would happen with Asmon if he, like, he already gets shit. He's so nuclear and, like, toxic that if he even raids someone else, people freak out. I think he had to basically stop raiding his friends, like Emmy and stuff, because people be like, oh my god, you endorse Asmon's all of his opinions. And I remember watching a podcast that Asmon was on with Rich Campbell, and he's like, yeah, I don't agree with everything Asmon says. I still like Asmon, he's my friend. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it should be, you fucking idiot. Have you ever, like, met someone that you've agreed with completely? That shit's boring.
With Nazis and then don't go around crying that they're calling
It's a
you
clone
a
of
Nazi.
yourself, no?
As always, they call you that to justify their terrible treatment of you and all of the harm they wish upon you, and also the purity testing they apply to those.
And then they call you a Nazi, and then they say kill all Nazis, and then it's like justified behavior to behave like this and basically dox people, threaten their life, all because you disagree with them because you put them under a certain label. Yeah, I get this too. Yeah, I think Kirsha gets it way worse, but I'm just saying.
Those who come into contact with you, you are literally like the plague. Anything you come into contact with is now a no-no and problematic, and you're applying the same ridiculous, slanderous label you gave to Kirsha to anyone who interacts with her. But this is an interesting post because it is in response to a now deleted one from this tyrannical handle here, where basically this user directly tagged Cha-Cha and tried to collab police her for working with Kirsha.
Collab police. It's the same thing as follow policing. I saw people throwing a fit because they were following someone that was like, I don't know, I guess they didn't like them or something. They're like, oh, well, I only follow them because I need to keep up to date with, like, what they're saying. And then a bunch of replies in it, all of the mentally ill people being like, oh, well, you don't have to follow them, just go to their page and stuff, you don't have to give them a follow, that's bad, don't do that. It's like, oh my god, you people are so mentally deranged.
And they weren't done. I guess they didn't delete this one. On a completely unrelated post from Cha-Cha, they replied saying, why collab with hit white supremacy tuber Kirsha? You could always just not. You could always just not say ridiculous.
These people are not viewers.
Things in the replies of completely unrelated tweets to morally virtue signal about people's collab partners. But you just look at the accounts of individuals who are doing this. I mean, just look at the activism. Pride Month.
Holy fuck.
Pride Month. Pride Month.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Corpos don't fucking care about you, man.
Pride Month. Jaying off. Yeah, so without their identity being the core of their personality, they would have nothing else to say. But here is another individual.
Me with my sexuality is my entire personality.
Collabing with Kirsha without knowing the drama she did is quite saddening.
The drama.
The drama. Yes, people slandering you and you respond.
Me when I make vague posts and no one fucking cares.
responding to them is apparently the drama. So you're not allowed to defend yourself.
McDonald's cares about me
already in this video.
Yeah, you're right. Get another big arch.
This was very interesting. The previous post, literally the one before this, was posting this Mike Tyson quote saying social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in
That's really rich coming from people that say shit like you're a Nazi so you deserve to get punched and killed. Yeah. That's really, really rich.
Face for it. Yeah, I guess they should take their own advice and the messages they're trying to post on social media before they make these ridiculous claims and collab policing type efforts on people online. But then you can see the common thread here. Cha-Cha posting about something completely unrelated, but that's not enough.
Gays and trans make their entire life about their personality? That's not true. I met plenty of gay people that I didn't know were gay. Or trans people that I didn't know that were trans. Because it's not important. They just talk to me like a human being. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I know. But then the people that are on Twitter, those are the ones that are deranged and weird. And they're like, I have to make my entire personality about it because I don't have anything underneath it.
For these people,
yeah,
you can see this totally well-adjusted individual saying,
if you go outside and meet actual people, they're nice.
Literal white nationalist that joked about the death of a victim by repeatedly calling them a predator. Great example for your kids. So this
they have the Asmongold fucked up comic picture. I've seen this loser around before on my page too. They never get any interactions and they never get any likes or anything. This is just like an actual deranged human being.
Totally normal person is now shaming her as a mother for collaborating with Kirsha, and I don't even know the context of what they're talking about, but you can see they're obviously a very poorly intentioned person by saying stuff
literal
like this.
White nationalist.
But of course,
proof
they weren't done. Here was a totally unrelated post where Cha-Cha was talking about the game mixtape, game if you can actually call it that, but they added on saying disliked this, but is fine with collaborating with people who call victims predators.
This is such terminally online behavior. Holy shit.
We made the wrong people internet famous. I just look at profiles like this, and they have...
I've seen them before, because there's only like one person who has this fucking stupid profile picture.
Asmongold in here.
Just replying to the dumbest shit.
Being so unwell, so unhappy that you're branding your accounts with the person you hate. I mean, talk about mind broken.
No, like you're a skinwalker. You can't, like, if Asmon died, this person's this person's entire identity would explode. They'd be like, oh my god, I can't hate him anymore because he's dead? Oh, fuck. No, like, yeah, he probably jerks to him, yeah.
Behavior.
They're just that weird. They're so sad. Such a sad existence, man.
All the problematic people
time for a new
media,
no.
Including me, of course. They have a bit of...
It's like the, what is a hunter without the hunt type shit.
The RDS, and I saw this post where someone was happily sharing that me and Straub had our plushie campaign, which is, of course...
What the fuck? What is this dude doing?
Concluded, but they said some poor kid in Bengal is working their behind off to make these bad-looking plushies. Well,
what?
I would think the nearly 1,000 people...
What? Isn't Makeship like an American company? What? They're yeah, Uwu Market. Oh, is this Uwu Market? Yeah, I know Uwu Market makes their stuff in America too.
Who order these would disagree with that. Also, again,
man, that's true.
They slander as they breathe. Just to clarify,
what's wrong with
for
being
this
from
individual,
Bengal and making
right
plushies
from
too?
Market's
It's weird.
own website, they craft their products in factory
in Texas,
wow. in the United States. So
that's crazy.
You lose. Also,
they're lying. No.
Bookmark your calendars for the birthday collab I'm doing in about a month or so. I'm sure this individual will be very upset about that.
I'm sure.
But of course, I mentioned the insane asylum known as Blue Sky. Blue Sky had some things to say about this collab as well. This individual saying, How the heck are
Man, I I'll let him talk. I can't.
you Latina,
I'm pausing
yet
too much.
you're willing to collab with a white supremacist? If you want to know who I'm talking about Cha-Cha and Kirsha. So this is very funny. So they bring out the fact that Cha-Cha is Puerto Rican, which is very funny because given her past joke about ICE, people were saying that it was offensive, not acknowledging that she is Latina herself. But now they're correctly identifying her as that to cancel her for working with Kirsha, who they believe is a white supremacist. Interesting how that works.
Yet you say free Palestine in your bio, and then you go and consume McDonald's. I don't know, man. If we were to live in a world where virtue signaling actually had to be like... Like, this virtue signaling is all performative. It doesn't mean anything. Everything you do, like, there's some connotation to bad. Like, you can't consume any content. You can't consume any product without it being linked to something bad. That's why I'm always of the opinion, like, this is all fucking bullshit. Look at all those mental disabilities. Yeah, and like, I mean, like, I don't know, people have joked and said like, oh, I'm autistic ADHD. I don't fucking put that in my fucking bio. God damn.
But then again, you look at
all
the
these
accounts
world buffs.
I would say this is outrageous, but this is just blue sky.
You're 26 years old and you behave like this. It's so sad.
It's and
purity testing, yeah.
Tough sledding, and just like anything else on Blue Sky, their pinned tweets, post, whatever they call it here, is asking for money.
I'm a black disabled person who's been unemployed for 8 months. This is from 10 days ago. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You don't have a job, so all you do is sit on Twitter and cry about other people. Because that's all you can do. This is so sad. Even when I didn't have a fucking job, I got fired, but I got let go during fucking COVID. I just played video games. I didn't waste my time doing this dumb shit, man.
I'm sure your efforts, if you're having financial problems, would be a lot better suited if you were, I don't know, doing anything but whining about all the problematic VTubers in your head.
Maybe get a job. I don't know. McDonald's has openings.
Replied saying, seriously? Effing hell. Now she collaborated. I know she collabs with Fillion.
Yeah, they think Fillion making one joke about George Floyd is like the end of the world, so...
One thing,
yeah,
but
of course.
effing Kirsha. I see Blue Sky is still mad at Fillion.
Yes.
Many such cases, but...
It has been 3 years, I'm pretty sure, since that clip happened. And it was such a nothing burger as well.
But,
like the softest joke ever.
The poster we just talked about clarified, doubled down, saying, oh, I just remembered that this is the same VTuber joked about Fillion being deported by ICE. Yeah, no wonder she's willing to hang out with Kirsha. So that is a situation we talked about before with Cha-Cha. She was getting canceled by the usual suspects on Twitter.
What, the Latin X people can't make jokes about ICE? I thought by your logic, you're allowed to make jokes if you are the people that are quote-unquote suffering, right? I noticed a lot of people they really couldn't care less about from their orientations and stuff. I'm not playing to sleep with everyone on Twitter. Planya, it's a different world. In Western culture, you have to show everything like a Tinder profile so that people know at a glance if they want to interact with you or not. It sucks. They think that that's the most important part about them. Not their personality, not what they like as video games. It's just for people that have nothing better going for them.
Because she made a joke about Fillion's MIA status from like streaming, joking about ICE coming and getting her. And it was very clearly a joke, but people morally virtue signaled about this and tried to cancel Cha-Cha, who doubled down and said, I have nothing to apologize for, and basically mocked all the backlash, which was very refreshing to see.
Yeah, good.
But of course, more
down.
VTubers are weighing in.
I hated it when I watch people apologize. And it's like, I don't really blame them, because some people, they just don't have the mental fortitude to deal with, like, just drama, Twitter culture. But I get it, but I wish you wouldn't do it. Does that make sense? Like, I don't hate them for it. It's just like, I wish you didn't do it.
On Blue Sky saying, oh, I must have missed that. Holy moly.
Yeah, because you're a tourist. You don't actually watch people. You don't watch VTubers. You're just performative. Holy fucking shit. Black Burqa Alaska native femboy. What? What is that? Queer, trans, stoner, anti-fascist, communist. You know what blows my mind is people who are like diehard communists and they say they love communism, and then they're LGBT. That I never understood that. Never.
And you look again, and it's just
like coming from a background that where my parents lived in communist Russia, they weren't exactly nice to LGBT people. Like, that's so stupid.
What are we dealing with
here? They don't
here?
know what communists are. It's just all performative
anti-fascist
bullshit.
Communists.
Seems like an oxymoron.
Very interesting.
Oxymorons.
Once again, commies catching an L, but then again, they probably feel very safe on Blue Sky. Also, I just noticed another person who identifies as an it's. That is
I think that's like derogatory. Is that not as well? Barica is another way to say Puerto Rican. Why don't you just write Puerto Rican then? What is what?
It's been a theme of both of my videos today. People identifying as it's and treating people like objects. Yeah, ironically enough.
I'm very confused.
But they added on saying, I'm not surprised that Cha-Cha is
it.
collabing with Kirsha. She loves a Fillion collab historically. Edgelord Central. She loving those white supremacist dollars.
Yes,
Where is this fund that these people are talking about? Where is this white supremacist fund where all these people are getting their money from? Also, anyone who spells whites like this terminally online, absolutely terminally online.
Just say it with your
I'm sure
chest,
this person
you weirdo.
Will be very upset about this video I uploaded to Patreon today, a new exclusive talking about the Carmelo Anthony guilty verdict and the ghoulish responses from many people on social media.
Oh yeah, I saw this post snippets of this on Twitter. Like, actually insane behavior. I was thinking about talking about it on stream, but I think it'll be a really emotionally draining topic because I know it's gonna make me mad and upset. I'm also half expecting Shu will make a video in some kind of vein relating to this, I imagine. So like, something that she talk about, like if she does that, we'll react to it. Yeah. It's strong. No, I get it. Like, I know why people ask me. I'm like, okay, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
not really.
Not only verbalizing
she
a
could
lot
make
of
it
violent
palatable enough, I think,
to this guilty verdict, but also literally committing violence in response. So if you want to check out my latest Patreon exclusive, I'll put a link to it in the pinned comment.
Hot
definitely
take.
Appreciate all the attention
and
support on the Patreon, with many more exclusives coming there in the very near future. But of course, all of this weighs down to problematic VTuber collabs with someone. Now they're problematic, and all the usual suspects have to make it known that
the suspects that don't watch either of their streams
on social media. Many such cases. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads and multiple streams a week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
W collab, W farming retards on Twitter. I don't know. Rafflecopter. Unquestionable father's activities. Yeah, pretty much. Like, just people that are terminally online, they're weirdos. What can you do when you live in a shoe and you ain't got no soul? Ooh, I'm fat, but I only eat small meals. Wait, this kind of looks fun, though. A little more lighthearted. Yeah. Whenever retards don't want, they just come into abundance at this point. Unfortunately, I'm very terminally online, but I do pace myself in the sense that, like, I'm not like these idiots. I'm not. I just don't care. Like, I'm here to entertain my chat. If you don't like my entertainment, then go fucking watch someone else or don't.
For you.